So I want to take some time and talk about something a lot of men experience but don't always have the language for. And this is when you're having a conversation about something specific with your partner. Maybe it's about a moment, a comment, something that happened or was said, something that happened earlier, and then suddenly the whole conversation shifts and it's you always do this, or you never take responsibility, or this is your pattern, you can't apologize. And just like that, you're not in this conversation anymore, you're in some kind of character trial. And here's the important distinction, because there's a difference between, hey, this thing hurt me, and this is who you are. And once it crosses from one to the other category, you're no longer actually resolving anything. There's no more problem solving happening. You're being assigned an identity. And this is where most men will get stuck, because we'll try to quickly fix it. We'll try to explain or clarify. We want to apologize better. We'll try to prove that who we're being told we are is not who we are. And that doesn't work. In fact, it will usually make things worse, because here's the hard truth. You cannot own your stuff enough. For someone who isn't actually looking for ownership, what they're looking for is relief. So when someone's feeling emotionally flooded, they've stopped processing nuance. They're not seeing everything that's happening, and they're collapsing everything into this certainty. And the certainty sounds like, hey, you're the problem. I'm not okay because you're the problem. Listen carefully. That does not mean she's evil, and it doesn't even mean she's intentionally trying to be manipulative. What's happened is she's dysregulated, and she's discharging that emotion. It's not about building connection between the two of you. So the question becomes for you, the man, stepping up to lead. Don't argue. Don't defend. Don't counterattack. Get grounded. Draw a line. Take a breath. Say something like, hey, I'm open to talking about specifically what's happening, but I'm not taking account for everything from the past. You don't want to be open to being defined or attacked, because that's not helping us to reach a resolution. So we're not trying to escalate, we're trying to pause, slow down, step away from the conversation if it keeps spiraling into the you always, you never, because it's no longer productive. There's nothing you're going to get from that. It's a lose-lose dynamic. And so if you do step away, here's the bigger shift, right? Now you've understand the difference. You're saying, hey, wait, I can be accountable for what's going on now, but I'm not just accepting some distortive narrative to make you feel better in the short term. You own your behavior without agreeing to the character assassination. Most men struggle at this line. They'll try to earn approval, appreciation, try to keep everything fair. But here's the problem. It keeps pushing us into a defendant position, and that's a losing role. We're not trying to litigate what's going on back and forth. So again, you want to be accountable, but not defined. And that's very different. It's not defensiveness, that's stability. That is masculine presence under pressure. And so I want to leave you with this. If your boundaries consistently trigger character attacks from your partner, if your clarity is constantly being reframed as harmful or toxic, if your self-expression gets treated like betrayal, that's not something you can fix with better communication. That is something you need to see clearly for yourself. And then you have to make a decision today. Because if you've got to stop abandoning yourself to try and keep the peace. That's never going to work. We want to do better. This is training for the bedroom.